Donald Trump. Whenever his name comes up in American politics, the whole world starts paying attention. Now he has once again become the President of the United States. But this time, his goal is not just to return to the White House. This time, Trump wants to prove himself on a global stage, like he's some kind of messenger of peace. In his eyes, there's a dream of winning the Nobel Peace Prize, and on his lips are big promises about world peace, global leadership, and making America the strongest power again. But the big question is, do his words really match his actions? Or is all this just a result of his ego, insecurity, and dangerous arrogance? Today we'll talk about all this. Trump's return, his global political plans, trade wars, and the truth behind his so-called peace deals. At a time when the world talks about unity during difficult times, Trump often plays the politics of division. He called NATO a burden, called the WHO China's puppet, and said the WTO is a global scam. Trump's message is very clear. Either do it America's way or don't do it at all. Instead of using diplomacy and building global trust, he uses threats, pressure, and deals that only benefit him. Now let's talk about Trump's economic policies, his America First strategy. With this slogan, he placed over 25% tariffs on China. He also put 25% tariffs on India. Even the European Union and Japan were warned about trade wars. Trump pulled America out of big global trade deals, like the Trans-Pacific Partnership. These decisions didn't just shock America's rivals, they also confused and scared its trusted old allies. Trump's economic nationalism shook global trust. Now even America's friends are afraid. What if we are next? Trump has always had a problem with rising powers. He repeatedly called India an unfair trade partner. He labeled China as America's biggest cheater. He mocked Brazil over its climate and trade policies. His foreign policy pattern is clear. If any country tries to rise to America's level, Trump makes sure to pull them down in some way. Now let's talk about Trump's so-called peace politics, his biggest drama. He claimed that he helped in the India-Pakistan ceasefire, reduced tensions between Israel and Iran, could end the Russia-Ukraine war, and even said he played a role in solving the Rwanda-Congo conflicts. But the truth is, none of these conflicts have actually ended. In fact, many of them have become even more complicated. Trump openly complains about why he never got the Nobel Peace Prize. According to him, he did historic work like the Abraham Accords in the Middle East. Recently, Pakistan even nominated Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize, saying he helped in the India-Pakistan ceasefire. But at the same time, Trump ordered airstrikes on Iran's nuclear sites. After that, Pakistan itself criticized him and called the nomination a national insult. There is a clear pattern in Trump's diplomacy. If a country fits into America's story, then it's not called a terrorist, but a partner. Trump met Pakistan's Army Chief Asim Munir, whom India sees as a supporter of terrorism. He also met Syria's Ahmed al-Shara, who was once accused of terrorism. Now comes the biggest concern: de-dollarization. Trump has warned many times that if BRICS countries like India, China, and Russia start trading in their own local currencies, then the power of the US dollar will become weak and America's global control will start shaking. Trump blames Biden for this situation, but the fear is clearly in Trump's mind too. So the real question remains, is Donald Trump truly a leader of peace or just an actor on the global stage of politics, directing the show, playing the role and calling himself the hero? He often talks about peace, but maybe his real goal is just one thing: to win the Nobel Peace Prize like a trophy. Friends, if you believe this truth must reach everyone, then like, share, and subscribe to our channel, The Fugitive World. Because when the world runs on lies, speaking the truth becomes the greatest rebellion.